This is a little bright, shining light in the middle of this horrific situation. It makes me feel so good because other families don't have to go through what the Stewarts had to go through.
Liz Ryan gets some background on State Representative Kim Kendall's new law.
It was a heartbreaking tragedy that compelled her to write this law.
Trenton Stewart was an 18-year-old. He had just graduated from Creekside High School and was attending Stetson University and playing football.
Trenton was a rising star with a bright future until his life was taken in an accident.
Trenton was driving eastbound on Old St. Augustine Road, and this man was going westbound in the eastbound lane at 113 miles an hour, and he hit Trenton head on. Him and his Trailblazer went airborne, and the car was pushed almost the half of the length of a football field until it hit a tree. And he fought for his life for 83 minutes until he finally passed.
Trenton's mom, Mandy Stewart, came to Kim Kendall looking for help. Kendall became determined to change the law.
She had her wits about her enough to say, I want some positive things coming from this. They have a foundation. They do scholarships for other young athletes. But she wanted to do a law because the guy who hit her son had killed somebody else in a vehicular homicide.
The most they could charge him with was a second-degree felony.
And that's the same, Liz, as if I sell you a stolen phone. This guy killed somebody, spent time in jail, came out, had a long rap sheet, killed somebody again, he's back in jail, and he'll be out by age 50.
Trenton's law enhances charges to a first-degree felony.
DUI manslaughter, a vessel homicide, or a vehicular homicide. If you're a repeat offender, it goes up to a first-degree felony, and that's up to 30 years in jail.
Trenton's law was signed by the governor Thursday. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. There's a construction update involving the I-95 North exit ramp to State Road 16.
Intersection improvements are still happening, affecting your drive on I-95 northbound to State Route 16 this week, causing an overnight closure and detours. Jacob Pickering of FDOT.
Overnight Thursday between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. It will reopen by Friday morning. We are performing paving work, so there will be intermittent detours of the on-ramps to I-95 from State Road 16 overnight Thursday.
And the scope of the work is extensive.
What we're doing here is creating a new median U-turn intersection improvement. So you'll notice already that the median U-turn movements have been opened for drivers on State Road 16 in either direction to access the new I-95 ramps that are currently being repaved as well as restriped.
And unfortunately, while the work was projected to be done by this summer, weather delays and other circumstances have delayed the final opening.
So right now we're in phase 4. So as we work on construction, we'll be moving to phase 5. And yes, the entire project should be completed by late 2025. So we hope that by the next calendar year, there should be no more construction at this intersection and folks can use the newly built intersection improvement.
The I-95 project has a price tag of $31 million. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
A former Republican congressman changes parties.
Former Republican Congressman David Jolly announcing his candidacy for governor, running as a Democrat for the party's nomination next year. He'll face a growing field of candidates that at the moment includes Republican Congressman Byron Donaldson and Independent Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett. From 2014 to 2017, Jolly represented Florida's 13th congressional district in Pinellas County. Closer to home, roadwork on County Road 210 will cause delays as crews have already diverted westbound traffic onto the newly built roadway. The eastbound lanes will be shifted overnight Thursday. It's all part of a $15 million project to widen County Road 210 from Trinity Way to Beach Walk Boulevard. And in other news,
if you missed our public engagement meetings for Nights of Lights last month, you've got one more chance to weigh in on Tuesday, June 10th from 5 to 7 p.m. at City Hall.
St. Augustine Mayor Nancy Sykes-Klein inviting residents to the final public meeting on how to improve the annual Nights of Lights Festival. The meeting is being held inside the Alcazar room of City Hall. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.